Holy cow. It's only been 2 months. My daughter said she couldn't take my son. Now, she's charging me, and I understood, but their car had some trouble. So they got like a borrowed car. So she's stressed out. So she said she couldn't take him. So it's only been 2 months since he used the taxi to be picked up at night. And it was $30 guaranteed rate. Called and the lady answered this number. There's only one taxi service in Aiken. She said it's $37. It's going to take 46 minutes to get from Walmart to where you live. And I'm thinking that's both ways. And, she said it's by traffic. It's 11 o'clock at night. So I don't know where she's from or who they hired. She must be crazy. But $37 one way. Holy cow. So I already gave him 60. I gave him another $20. And he said, well, maybe she'll do it tomorrow. And I said, she ain't going to do it, son. Her car's messed up. So you want him to grow up, but you want him to be safe. So I'll still pay it if he can't drive. I'd rather pay for him to get back to work and be safe than, wreck a car and not be here no more. Good gracious. But the holiday stress or whatever it is, people crazy, they going 90 miles an hour. Like, then I get there the same time they do. Okay. So I guess they feel better by getting where they're going. I don't know. Be careful out here. It's crazy. Might be the holidays. Maybe it's the temperature change. Maybe there's a full moon somewhere. Maybe Mars. There's an earthquake on Mars or a tornado or something. I don't know. It's crazy out here. So I had $20 left. So hopefully I get me some Mountain Dews and some things, some Monsters. 2 things of Mountain Dews and 2 Monsters for $20. Probably not. Then I'll have enough to keep me awake. I'm sitting there, nod off. And I got to come up with some kind of something to do since I ain't doing what I was doing. So I ain't going to be planning all week what to do because I'm not doing it. Maybe I just pick up a weekend job or something. I don't know. Something to do. I can still do my walking. I'll be good. I was talking earlier in some of my videos how, he protects me from my stupidity. And I ain't heard from, it's been like 20 something years since I think I seen my cousin. And he used to be kind of abrasive. Well, we've talked a couple of times and he's matured. And, he's like an evangelist. So I was a little skeptical, but, that was kind of a strong indication of, hey, what you doing? And then me actually kind of getting a bad vibe and all. So, thank you, Lord. He takes care of me. He'll take care of you too. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here. I got to get me something to drink so I won't be falling asleep. I'm sleepy now. I got 9,000 something steps, and my end of life shoes, they were hurting. So I had to put on my other shoes. So I got to throw away my end of life shoes, and I got to save $160, probably $200 in 6 months. So hopefully I'll be able to save $160, buy me another pair of shoes. 'Cause I had to walk about 3 miles a day, just at work. And I want to walk another 3 miles when I get off. But yeah, rough out here. Rough out here for people. It ain't gonna get no better. They were talking AI. There'd be everything costs so cheap, but then who's gonna be able to have a job? It don't matter if you go from like $20 to $30 an hour or 18 or whatever you're making down to zilch, and something costs 50 cents, you still can't buy it. It's like, kind of defeats the purpose. But it's crazy. I just went, I can't believe it. You know, I had to pay for my son to go to work. And then the taxi service, they were $30, now it's $37. So I gave him extra $20. I had $100. So I had $20 left. You know, because I gave him $60, then a $20. So that was $80, and I had $20 left. I went to the dollar store and I said, well, I got 2 packs of Diet Mountain Dew and 2 Monsters and a thing of like the tape, the Hubba Bubba Gum or bubble gum. And the guy rang it up and it's like $22.50, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to pull out my checking account. And then I looked at it and it said 6 items. I said, how many items I got? He said 6. I said, really? And he bagged it for me. So I got 2 Mountain Dews, 2 Monsters, and a bubble gum, which is 5. But if you get 3 Mountain Dews, it's 15. It's like $5.75 a piece. So it ended up being like $18.60. So I got $1.40 left out of $100 for 2 trips in a taxi, 2 Diet Mountain Dew 6-packs, 2 Monsters, and some bubble gum. Cost me like $98.60. Holy cow. That's ridiculous. Maybe $6 less, so $90 because I gave him a 20 instead of 14 or whatever. But I'm like, holy cow. You know, no wonder nobody can make it. Just to stay awake a little bit, and I think they're like $2.60 a piece, or maybe $3 almost. And they charge you right then, you know. And the bag of chips and a Coke is almost $5 at work, and it's like the honor system, but there's cameras, so it's not really honor. But you pick up that bag, you better scan it and pay for it because they got you on camera. So it's like, you better do right because you're on camera. I'm like, holy cow. $100, man. Gone. And at least I was getting maybe Friday and Saturday gas and getting into places for $100. That's ridiculous. I can't even afford to do it. $100. Gee. And then the guy told the customer in front of me, he said he's working 2 jobs, and I said it's probably my fault because I get to talking too much and I distract you anyway. So I said, man, you working 2 jobs? He said, yeah, I'm working 16 hours a day. I'm like, how are you doing that? You killing yourself. No, I'm good. And I'm like, he's killing himself. I remember I used to work a lot, you know, and I want to go back to work now. I'm retarded. You know, but then when you work like that, you don't have time to do nothing. You just work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, and then you flip out. What happened? And then you got time to process. But now I go to work, walk, oh, gotta go to bed. You know, gotta do that till I die, I guess, because they're cutting off benefits for people where they can't afford to eat, so they'll probably cut off benefits where we won't be able to retire. Well, you know, we ain't got the money. You're going to just have to work till you die. There's a new benefit, though. If you die on the job, you get free cremation, you know. So I probably need to go ahead and pay for that. I think it was $1,300. So if I go ahead and pay for my cremation, at least it won't cost $10,000 by the next 6 years. Everything's going to double. They're going to price you out of everything. And no wonder people are wanting to be beat on to feel good. He's like, ah, you know, it's crazy out here, man. $100 don't go nowhere. Gee, I got a video. I remember I started my channel, I think 2019, and when my wife was alive, we went to Aldi's, and we got a buggy full, and she didn't buy for meals. She just, oh, that looks good, and she just throw it all together, and somehow it was good. And then it'd get freezer burnt if we didn't eat it, so we wasted probably about 40% of our groceries. But and then we ate out, so what's the point? But anyway, we wasted a lot of money on food. But now I don't do that. I bought chicken and broccoli. I dropped it. It hit the new refrigerator, broke in half. I turned it upside down in the refrigerator. I ate that joker today. I'm still alive. That was $9.75. I ain't wasted it. Shoot. Ain't no way. You had to work. You had to make $100 an hour in order to date somebody, because $100 don't go anywhere. You meet somebody, it's like, well, how you take care of me? I don't know. I can't even take care of myself. It's crazy, man. So good luck. Good luck, everybody out here trying to make it. And appreciate y'all watching. I got a little spot over there where the neighbors cut a bunch of their trees down so you can kind of see through. And I was just going to let the trees grow naturally when they drop acorns or whatever the trees do. They drop all the stuff like the seeds of the trees, and they expand. And I wasn't going to cut that little thing, just let it fill in naturally. But I got in the woods. I got all kind of little trees that's small. I just dig them up and put them over there. Duh, I could have done it. And the trees it'd fill in that spot a lot faster. But I didn't even think about it. I was talking to my mom, telling her, and she said, yeah, it wouldn't take you long to do it. I was like, she's right. And the bad thing is, it's good. My mama can cook lima beans. And with me not going doing stupid stuff, my mama's burner's not working in the oven. And she says, I don't remember, but my granddad, he sold some land. I don't think it's that old, but she said it's 50 years old. But I don't think it's that old. But anyway, he built a house, and his idea was to build all this stuff inside the house, like your oven and, like cabinets, but they built it in there. And when the stuff tears up, it lasted, she said, 50 years. But so I need to go up there and see if her burner, she said it's got electricity to it, but she can't bake anything. So now I got time to go up there and look at that. If I can get on the floor and get on my back and look in there and get off my knees. It's like the blind helping the blind, I'm already in pain. You ain't gotta do nothing to me. Paper floating around in the yard. It's kind of windy. But yeah, it's crazy out here. $100 gone. Batter, swing. $100, gone. What? Ridiculous. I want to blame the guy working 16 hours for scanning everything. And then he said, he's wide awake. He said, good catch. But the register's right there. 6 items. I'm like, 2 Mountain Dews, 2 Monsters, and some chewing gum. That's 5, 6. Something ain't right. So, like 22 something, 18 something. So I saved me $4 by catching it. And he didn't want to give me bags. He said, you want the bags? I said, yeah. I live in the country. Them things are valuable. $100, they give me 10 bags. I get my bag worth. Man. I don't know what we're going to do. Playing around in the stock market on Cash App. It's got little stocks you can buy. And I'd buy like $50 here, $25 here. It wasn't an ETF, so it was like individual stocks. So I was making my own ETF. But it's better to do that probably inside a Roth or something, so you don't have to pay taxes if you buy and sell or you sell it. Well, it's going down. Well, the other accounts I got are going down too. So, but I'm like, it said it had a 20-something% return. So, I don't know, man. Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do unless you know something. But if you don't know anything, ain't nothing you can do. It's like you can't even get in the club. You go to the group, think you in, and there's like the secret group of the secret group of the secret group of the secret group. And you know what's happening, but, oh, that's just for the family of the group. That's the secret group. So can I go? No. That's just for the group. Well, why are we in the group? That's not the group that you're in. You're in the corporation group. You ain't in the real group, which might be a good thing. I probably would have lost a kidney or something. I'm just being funny. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I'm just being funny. I ain't really saying nothing. Ow! But anyway, I'm done with that crap. 4 months. 4 months is enough. And now I can go help my mama with a burner, and I can walk around the yard and try to get me some sleep, and not put too much miles on my car. Because this car says oil maintenance required, but it had a setting in it, and it's 100% synthetic, which he said lasts 8,000 miles. Oil changes used to last 3,000 miles. So you pull a dipstick. So I got to really do some research, make sure they ain't BS me, because everybody out here BS's you. Like Saturday, the place I went, people parking everywhere. Well, the store said we tow. Then it started raining, and they told me to go park down half a mile down the street. So I moved my car, and some other people left, so I parked there, and they were leaving. I said, is it okay to park here? Oh, yeah, you fine here. But the people in there said, that's the way people tell you. They just tell you some BS to just get you to leave them alone. Make up some stuff. You know this person. As I was trying to meet somebody, no, we don't know who that is. They come there all the time, but they don't know who they are. Then finally, oh yeah, I'm that person. Just go meet people. That's what you need to do. Okay. So, save some money. I'm going to save $100 on that and spend it on my son so he can get back to work. Then help my mama out. So I'm going to repurpose the money for life purposes. So that's one good thing. If you do a bunch of stupid stuff, you can repurpose that money to what you need it for, and then hide it from yourself, because you're always going to need something. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just can't believe how crazy everything is. Appreciate you guys watching all of my crazy videos and me talking about crazy stuff. I'm just amazed. And resting before I go out here and do some more walking. Can't even hear the chickens.